Hello folks, just want to do a quick overview of my latest bike. It's a 82 Honda cb750C custom, originally out of upper state New York, 4,000 original miles. I'm the third owner. The second owner owned it for about a month, and I got it off of him. So the original guy owned it for all that time. It sat in his basement of his den, dry as a bone. Bike was mint when I got it, and I cut it apart. And here's what I did. So basically it's, where do we start? So I'm going to forget so much. Front end is 2012 Triumph Street Triple. Very low mileage bike. It came off a very low mileage bike, and front suspension is just awesome. It soaks up bumps like you would not believe. This bike handles like pretty much a new bike should, I guess. It's the newest bike I've ever had as far as components go. The tank. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember how to use my camera. Excuse me. The front fender is a front and rear, as a matter of fact, is true carbon fiber. I tried to get the side panels on the tank to basically match the carbon fiber look to go along with the true carbon fiber of the fenders, both front and rear. Some people seem to think it looks a little like the vintage knee pads used to look on these bikes, on the older versions. And I don't mind that. Comes across nice. If you zoom in close and in the right light, this looks just like shark skin. It's really a nice effect. You got to see the bike in person. The color, photos and video just don't do things justice. Okay, my usual bar end, BMW bar end signals, just because I love them. Excuse me. I love them so much. CNC headlight tabs, ear tabs. They came out really nice. They look sharp. All brand new stainless steel brake lines, back and front. Every single line's brand new. I don't know if you can see this in the sun or not. I'm not sure. The front pull on the front master for the front brake is a brand new Randax high level Nissan. It works really well. Super tight. This bike stops on a dime. The original, I wanted the look of just the one tack. I didn't want a speedo on here. If I keep the bike, I might end up doing a moto gadget like everyone else does. I mean, they're great products. I like the look of the one tack, and it just, I don't know, just suits the bike. Okay, let's get back over here. Custom paint, as usual. My normal logo. I'm gonna have some kind of tradition. That's my normal logo. I just change up the colors depending on the color of the tank. And the color of this tank is, I forget what brand it is. I forget what automaker it is, but it's automotive urethane based paint, and it's a burnt orange with probably, I would say 7 or 8 coats of clear over the whole thing. The logo, as well as the knee pad inserts, are all underneath the clear, so they're very smooth. You can't feel any edges or anything. Bike is great. Okay, let's go to the exhaust. This is a very high point of this bike. This exhaust is a one-off, hand-done, custom exhaust from Hindle Factory. I spent a whole day there. I got their lead fabricator. Gentleman named Scott Cartier was awesome. This is their ultra thin-walled stainless tubing spring-loaded system. It's the same system that they have on their high-end MotoGP bikes. It's all spring-loaded, so you could take the whole thing apart in minutes, with just a little spring removal tool. It's ultra thin. The whole system weighs under 6 pounds, which is just great. It's a 4x2x1. The motor itself has 4,000 miles on it. The carbs were rejetted properly. The main jets on the 82 dual overhead 750 come stock with 102s, and I ended up having to go up 2 sizes, 115s, and it just runs perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like all old Hondas. Don't let anyone tell you any different. all old Hondas are cold-blooded. They basically, you start them up with full choke, let them idle a little bit, and by the time you take off, by the time you get the second or third gear, push the choke in, and it'll idle the rest of the day at 1,000 RPM all day long. Runs awesome. Of course, back here we have something a little different. This is also 2012 Ducati Monster 1100 Evo, single-sided rear end. Excuse me. Brand new Michelins, front and back. Brakes are all brand new. Chain is brand new. My good buddy at Claco Marine does me up these 1 3/4 inch solid stainless, marine grade stainless steel, polished so they'll never rust. The grab bar will never rust, always look that good. Seat is custom. Basically what it is the stock seat. I cut it in half and recontour the bump behind your bum just to keep you your tush seated nice and solid when you're cornering. But it is very, very comfortable. You could ride this bike all day. I've been on this bike for 10 hours, and I'm 275. I weigh 275. I'm 6 feet tall, and this bike is very, very comfortable. You could ride this all day long, unlike most cafe racers. Look good, very unfunctional, but this works awesome. I'm not sure if this video is turning out well, but we'll see. Monoshock, the stock Ducati Sax monoshock. Oh, the little these sides here are solid stainless steel with stainless steel. Excuse me. Excuse me. Stainless steel tigged, so basically they're sandblasted. After they're tigged, they're sandblasted to give you kind of a rumpled, rough look, and then I seal them with clear after that, so they'll never rust and never look bad. Easy to clean, super easy to clean. Center stand is gone. I don't really like the center stand anyway, so center stand's off. The side stand is obviously still there, just so you can place the bike when you get off. Oh, let's not forget this back here. This, I don't know if you can, how much you know about Ducatis, but basically, I had to use, excuse me, getting over a bit of a cold. I had to go to Houston Superbikes in order for me to get the Ducati rear end to speak to the Honda front sprocket. The rear sprocket had to be changed. So I had to get a custom sprocket, custom pitch to the same pitch as the Honda front, which I believe was 525. Ducati's 530, Honda's 525, and they won't talk. So you have to fix one or the other. So I chose to get a custom sprocket for the rear. And while I was at it, I went to Houston Superbikes and got a quick change carrier, a hub carrier. So you can change this chain by taking those 5 bolts off and popping that chain off in like 2 seconds and changing the sprocket if you want to go to taller or higher or lower, depending what you want to do. I've never done it though, just because there's no point. I basically ride on the street. I don't race this thing. If you wanted to though, that's a real nice option. Now let's fire it up. See if I can do this with one hand. Bike hasn't run in like 3 weeks because it's getting really cold, and I've been working on my newest project, a big fat gold wing. Let me see if I can. And I already did that. Oh. Almost 0 degrees, so that's not blue you're seeing, that's cold exhaust. Very chilly out here. Bike sounds awesome. Toink. Perfect. So did you hear it run? After hearing it run, I don't know if I want to sell it. It's a really, it's an inch longer than stock from front axle to rear axle. It's 2.5 inches lower than stock. But the pipes don't rub. I mean, like I said, I'm a big heavy guy, and I've had this thing full tilt. I probably put maybe 500 miles on it over the summer, and it runs, like I said, runs awesome. It'll lean just as much as you want to lean. It'll go as fast as you want to go. I've had it on the highway. What I've done at the beginning, when I was trying to figure out what speed I was going at, what RPM, I just basically tie strapped my GPS to the bars, and I went through each gear and pulled it on the highway at 5,000 RPM on the highway. In fifth gear, 5,000 RPM, you're going exactly 100 kilometers an hour, and lots left, lots of throttle left. So she'll move as fast as you want her to go. Wish I had someone here with me, could actually ride the bike while I'm filming it, but I've only got a little handheld camera here. Sorry, so I can't really do both. Okay, hope you like it. If you're interested, just email me or PM me through YouTube and let me know. It's on eBay right now, but it's done tonight. The bids are nowhere near what I want for it. I'm expecting about 12 US for it. For the parts, it's a high-end build and lots of neat, unique stuff on it. I'm forgetting lots. Oh, there we go down there. That is also a Randak product. Spin-on adapter for the oil filter, so you can run auto filter, much cheaper, much easier. I can change the oil on this bike in 4 minutes. Okay, there you go, folks. Hope you enjoy.